Hey y'all, so I'm back with another YouTube video. Subscribe, like, comment. Don't be a ghost to this video, period. Stop being a ghost. But anyways, y'all, I'm doing a marble set right now, a clear marble set. It's gonna be a earth tony kind of set. I'm gonna show y'all what she wanted. She really wanted something that was cute. It's actually for her friend's wedding. Both of them came to get their nails done. So in my next YouTube video, y'all will see me do the bride's nails. But yeah, her wedding was like a earth tone color. So I use, well, that color that I'm using is called, y'all don't even know, but it's from Dynamic. I remembered it last night and then I forgot it. But it's a pretty color once you marble it. I think when I did the marble effect, it just came out perfect. Like, I really love this set. I really love how it came out, and I really hope that y'all enjoy this video and y'all really love this set as well. Like, comment, subscribe. Again, y'all, tap in on your girl, okay? But anyways, like I say, every time I do any clear marble effect, I like to do a top coat of clear acrylic first and then go in with the color acrylic, just because I need it to be wet already. I mean, it's two ways you can do it. You can either get the color acrylic and then put a little clear on it and then marble it, or you can do the top coat of clear, then put the color, then put another little clear and mix it together. I just choose to do the top coat of clear, then the color, then the marble, just because it works for me perfectly. With this set, she wanted gold flakes. In the picture, it had gold flakes, so of course she wanted gold flakes. She really loved this set. She said she hadn't got her nails done in 3 years, y'all. She came all the way from Colorado to come fuck with a real bitch. And then what makes me even more emotional about the shit is, like, I went to school with these girls and I don't even remember like going to school with them, but they remember me. And so they drove from the southwest side all the way to the north side to fuck with y'all girls. So I really do like appreciate that shit showed me every day that this is why I'm a nail tech. Like, this is why I love what I do, because other people love what I do. So yeah, y'all, oh my god, I just had to say that real quick, because y'all, I was just like, what the fuck, period, when she told me that. Like, she was like, yeah, girl, we went to school together with the, I just thought she found me off of Facebook and then she added me or whatever like that, and that's what it was for. But who knew I had her on Facebook this whole time and we went to school together. Congratulations to her and her husband. But anyways, let's get into this nail tutorial. So, some people like to glue their flakes on. Me personally, I just don't like to have to stop, glue. So, what I do is I get my little brush a little wet, not too wet, but just a little bit, so I can pick up the gold pieces. And once I do that, I put it on the nail. Sometimes I let it dry, just depending on what kind of set. But because this is an all encapsulated clear set, I knew it was gonna take a little while, just because, you know, when you're using a clear acrylic for a whole clear set, you have to make sure everything is even, that you don't have no bubbles, no space, no nothing. So when I did it, after I put the gold flakes, I just gone ahead and encapsulate, but I let the acrylic sit, like I say, one Mississippi, two Mississippi, then I patted it down. This set really came out beautiful, y'all. Like, I'm just amazed by how it came out. Like, I was really nervous at first, but I'm so happy that she loved her nails. Y'all, don't mind me keep stopping, because we were talking, and so yeah, we were talking, like, it was a whole vibe, okay, period. It was a vibe. They came and they showed out, period, and she tipped me well, so I really fuck with her. Shout out to my client. Woo! But anyways, as y'all see there, I'm encapsulating that nail. I feel like with this set, I had to encapsulate more than I usually do, just because I didn't want it to be too thin, and I also didn't want it to be, like, once I file down the color. So I kind of made these nails thicker than I usually do. But to my client, they were saying that they were thin and they liked it like that. But to me, I feel like I made it thicker than usual. But once I filed it down and everything came out perfect. Okay, period, perfect. Now, what I will say about the clear marble effect is you have to make sure when you're using color acrylic that it's not too runny. Like, you know, some people say with your marble you can make the bead as more runnier than you usually do. But I would say not really, because especially when you're doing the clear effect, if it's too runny, the color will fade, so you will barely see the color, and that's not what you want. You know, you don't want it to look all smoky. Like, no, you want it to have that effect where you can still see the color that the client requested. So what I will say is just make sure when you are doing this kind of set, you put enough color acrylic down. And you also still in all get a bead of clear and put it with that color and mix it, because once you start doing all of that, even though you might not think that it's transforming, it is going to transform into a marble, especially if you're using your brush and you're just going around marbling it. Like I say, everybody do marble different. This is just how I do marble. It works for me. I never had a problem with it, and actually all my clients love my marble sets. Like, I have people that request my sets, and I be having to tell them, girl, I'm going to have to switch it up because I don't like recreating my own sets. But, yeah. So, this, like I said, y'all, this set kind of took me a long time. Longer than usual. The application was an hour. But as far as everything else, you know, the filing, the drilling, it took me about 30 minutes. So, plus prep before that. And I didn't record prep this time. So, with that being said, altogether, it took me 2 hours for this set. I'm really satisfied with how it came out. That's my normal time, is 2 hours, period. If I'm 2 hours and over, baby, you must got some difficult ass shit. But other than that, I'm always just 2 hours. I like to get the client in and out, especially if I have another client with them. Like if they bring their friend, because sometimes I do have bring your friend special that I do, and you know, I don't want them or their friends sitting there for a long time, because it's already like intimidating when people used to go to like a nail shop and they're used to them in and out in 30 minutes or an hour or whatever like that. But with me, it's like, no, boo, you here for 2 hours, the next girl here for 2 hours, depending on what she want. So, you know, it kind of be a little intimidating, but I get the job done. I just feel, I'm sorry, y'all, I get the job done. And I just feel like if you come to me, you book on my site, it tells you the time limit for each set, and it tells you when you add on to rhinestones, it tells you how much, like the time just keep adding on. So it lets you know, okay, well, the appointment can be from 2 o'clock to 4:30, or the appointment can be from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock. So it just lets you know so that you don't rush me, and I don't, you know what I'm saying, and I don't have you late for whatever you're doing. So you can just schedule around what times work for you. What I will say about the gold flakes is, when I first started doing nails, I love the gold flakes. I practically use that on all of my clients. Like, all my clients, I damn near use the gold flakes. I like them only because it just brings out that pop, especially if they get something like a milky white or a soft white or a nude or something like that. I just feel like the gold brings it out. They also have like rose gold flakes, and I love them too. Now the silver ones, I'm not really into them, but the gold and the rose gold, yeah, I focus with them. When I first started doing this set, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I was just thinking like, maybe I should do the marble effect in the gold flakes first and then go back to encapsulate. But then I'm like, man, that's gonna take so long, like, because I'm gonna be feeling like once I get to the next 10 and I'm done with that thumb, I just want to go into filing. I don't want to stop and have to go back and encapsulate. That's why I like to just encapsulate while I'm at the nail. So yeah, I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and watch and just see what I was doing, and then I'm gonna just tap back in when I get closer to the index and thumb finger. So yeah, I'm gonna jump back in it real quick. I found out what the color was called. It's called Hunter Green. Hunter fucking Green. Okay. Period. You can go on Instagram, look them up, Dynamic Nail Supply Store. The color is called Hunter Green. Like I said, they have the best fucking acrylic. I'm not gonna say like, oh, it's better than not polish or nothing like that, but it's some good ass acrylic. It's good for beginners, people that been doing nails. Like it's good, especially with their monomer. Like, y'all, that shit really just slides on like butter. What I will say though about them is you will need to encapsulate all their colors. Just because you can file their colors off easily. I'm not gonna say all their colors, but I would say some of their colors. Like that green, I definitely had to encapsulate. Well, I had to encapsulate it, period, because I was doing a marble set. But if I was doing like a full solid nail, I would encapsulate it. I encapsulate all my nails, period. But still, I just would like. It's sometimes if I do short nails, I might not even encapsulate, just depending on how short they is, because I don't want them to be too thick and my color don't go away. But it's just, I just really feel like it depends on what color and how much of it that you use. So yeah, that's just me though, me personally. As y'all see, I'm cleaning around the sides, I'm cleaning around the cuticle area. I had somebody DM me and was like, how do you get your cuticle area clean? And it's like, when I first started doing nails, y'all, the cuticle area used to be so fucking like huge. Their nails would be popping off, or if they did take their nails off, it would be damaged because around the cuticle area, because the cuticle area is so thick. My advice is just to make sure that you do not add a lot of acrylic. Make sure that you add enough acrylic, but not too much. Like, once you start seeing it getting bulky, thick, it's like, okay, baby, let me just lay out the acrylic. And I also, like I always say, clean around the sides, clean around the cuticle areas. Like, never leave those places unclean. Like, never think, oh, okay, I could just go back later and fix that, because no, once you make one mistake, that one mistake determines your whole set, especially if you cannot fix that mistake. Like, so what I would say is, just clean around your cuticle areas with your brush. And then when you go to your filing process, get around the cuticle area. Like, when I first started filing, y'all, I swear to God, I was so fucking scared of hurting my clients or cutting my clients. But what I learned was, if you hurt somebody, they gonna say something. They not just gonna be like quiet. So after I started seeing I wasn't hurting some of my clients, I was like, well, you know what? Let me get around that cuticle area. Like, I also used to use, it's like it's a cuticle bead that I used to use. It's a safety bead. It's not too sharp, but it gets around the cuticle. I will have to post it on my next video to show y'all. I will take a picture of it and then I'm gonna post it so that y'all can see. But that's what I use to get around the cuticle, just so I wouldn't be scared. Because like I say, when you watch YouTube videos, when they're using their beads and stuff like that, these people have been doing nails. Like, they've been doing nails way before you, so they're comfortable with their drill. A lot of people are not comfortable with their drill, so they won't get around the cuticle area like you need to. But you need to get around the cuticle area, like, point blank, period. If you don't, it's just gonna cause lifting and everything. And trust me, just because you do a nice ass design and everything don't mean they gonna keep coming back to you. Because if your nails is lifting, if your foundation is raggedy, if your shape is off, if you took 4 or 5 hours to do nails, bitch, they're not gonna come to you. They're gonna go to somebody that on a busy day they can get their nails done and it's taking 2 hours to an hour. They're gonna go to somebody that, okay, bitch, they might be a little higher than what I'm used to paying, but their nails is lasting me. It's lasting me 4 to 6 weeks. I can get a refill with this set. Like, those things that you need to take in consideration when you're doing nails. Like, okay, well, does my nails last for a long time? Is my foundation good? Is my cuticle area good? Do I have good customer service? Am I promoting all the time? Am I actually spending money on my products, or am I just being cheap and just buying some shit off Amazon? Like, all of those things, you know what I'm saying, people look at, and you should look at, because I ain't gonna lie, like, I'm not gonna make it seem like I got like the best fucking customer service in the world, because it's sometimes like I just speak to my clients and I'm just like, hey, how y'all doing? And then I get to doing their nails and I don't talk the whole time. I just got my one headphone and I'm just listening to music doing their nails. But like, at the end of the day, you know, I got my own personal things going on and they got their own personal things going on. And some people that come to you, they're not used to that. They used to people talking to them all the time. They're a talkative person, so you know that can kind of run your clients off. But at the same time, like, just be, you know what I'm saying, just be aware of what can take running your clients away. Like, I'm not gonna make it seem like, oh, I'm just the best fucking nail tech, or I got the best customer service, but I always try to do my best in every set I do. I always try to be nice. I always try to answer any questions that I can answer, you know what I'm saying, even if that client is being like difficult, or if they're asking me am I licensed or not licensed. And y'all, I hate when people ask that, like, are you licensed, are you planning on going to school? Like, girl, mind your business. You did not book with me because you thought I was licensed. You booked with me because you like this set. So girl, come get this set. But yeah, that's just me personally. Like, I just feel like I try my best with each client, and I'm gonna tell you the same thing. Just try your best. You cannot please everybody. Because you just got some people that's just like wake up out of bed and they just having a bad day, so they just want to take it out on you. You got some people that's like, they just complain about every little small thing, and you just be like, bitch, please sit down. And you just got people that's just, like I say, they just wake up angry, like they just having a bad day, so they just want to take it out on somebody. Don't pay no mind to them, because them clients will make you feel uneasy. And when you feel uneasy, you can't do your best shit, because now you want to get them in and out instead of just taking your time and having a vibe. So, me personally, when my clients come over, I like to have something on Hulu, something on Netflix. Sometimes I like to play some music. It just really depends on what client it is. If I know it's a client that like talks way too much, and like I rarely talk to her, I just really do her nails, but she just talks too much, I just put on TV because I want her to be quiet. I hope none of my clients is watching. I'm like, girl, what? And then sometimes I just play some music, just depending on the vibe. Like yesterday vibe, baby, we was listening to music. We was listening to Summer Walker, y'all. We was just vibing out. Like, they just came with a whole vibe. Yes, y'all, my client came late. Cause yes, baby, she came late. But like, she came all the way from the south side. So I'm like, baby, I understand that. Like, fuck that. And then those was my only 2 clients for the day. So I really wasn't tripping. I was just like, whatever. I was gonna charge them like a late fee each, because I do charge late fees, like if you're like past 10 minutes or whatever. Because after 15 I cancel it, unless you contact me and just be like, bitch, I'm gonna be late, or girl, hey P, whatever, I'm gonna be late, whatever, like that. Then I work something out with you. I just charge you a little late fee or whatever. I charge about 10 minutes. So if you're 30 minutes late, then I'll charge you $30. If you 20 minutes late, then I'll just charge you $20. If you're an hour late, I charge you $35. That's just because now I gotta squeeze you into my schedule. Just because if I have another client coming sooner than that, I probably have to push them back, or just anything. Or I have to rush when that little time was for me to like relax, clean my area, get my stuff sanitized, ready for the next client. So yeah, I just have to charge you, girl. I always try to tell my clients to be on time, though. Now that I'm doing the index finger, I would say that that's my favorite finger to do, actually. I just feel like the index finger, you always use that finger to point and everything. So you need to make sure that finger be on point. And like, that's always my favorite finger to do. Like, some people just have fat fingers, but their index fingers are skinny, and their nail just come out perfect. Just me. That's just me, period. But anyways, as y'all see, I am encapsulating that nail. I was really trying to use the rest of that clear. That's why I said on top like that, because I was just trying to use the rest of it, because I had another one, but I'm like, I'm not gonna open it until I use the rest of that. So I was just doing it like that. So don't mind me. Like I say, she wanted gold flakes on all of her nails, as the picture that y'all seen earlier in the video. I wanted to add like some bling onto this set, but I didn't want, like I say all the time, do not add on bling unless it's necessary. Like, don't over design, because I see that a lot. I see people over design, and it's just like, girl, chill. Okay, like, you want the nails to be popping, but at the same time, like, don't overdo it, because if it's too much going on, then it ain't popping. Now everybody looking at it like, girl, what she got going on with these nails? Why she got money on top of a damn gold flake or some shit, or rhinestones or whatever, just whatever. But I'm just saying, like, don't overdo it. So I was just like, I'm just gonna leave it this basic, but it was pretty. This set was a long set. This is what I classify as my long set. A lot of my clients can get extra long in long sets, so I'm used to it, but this is why I classify my long set. It doesn't matter what set I do, it still takes me the same amount of time. Now, if I do like 2X, it might take me like 2 hours and 30 minutes. Just because it's like, I be trying to make sure that my apex is good and my foundation is good, so that the client don't come back with breakage. When she come back for her refill, she have all 10 on, okay? Period. When you're doing marble, you really just have to take your time, especially when you have to encapsulate all the nails. I just feel like this is like one of those sets that you just have to take your time. Like, it's not no rushing into it. That's why I decided to do her set first, which I should have did the bride set first, because it would have been shorter. Her nails would have been done already. But she didn't want her nails done first. She wanted her friend's nails done first. So I did her nails first. But like I said, I just really feel like you have to take your time, just because with marble, you can also sometimes, like, you can smush it together to where it don't even look marble. It just look like a solid nail or something like that. So I just really feel like you should take your time with that. Don't mind me, y'all. I was talking to my client. But as y'all see, I was trying to keep using my monomer at the lowest point, because I was like, I didn't want to fill it up until I got to the second hand. But don't do that. Now, okay, so y'all see I'm going in with the clear Mia Secret acrylic, and then I let it sit for a minute as I dip my brush in my dipping dash, and I clean my brush off. Then I smush it, I brush it up. That's just like how I like to do it, just depending on the finger and the client. Y'all, she could not keep her finger, like, well, her hand away from the other nail, and I was trying not to mess nothing up. But remind y'all, she ain't got her nails done in 3 years, so pretty sure it was hard for her. But yeah, y'all see that I had put my brush at the tip of the paper towel. That was just so I can take some of the monomer off, because I didn't want the bead to be too wet, and it just helps me keep the bead a little dry and at the pace that I wanted. Now y'all see me going in with the green, and I'm going around marbling it. When I did it like that, the clear was already still wet, so it came out perfect. I just decided to go ahead and put the gold flakes at the bottom. Why I did that was because the acrylic was already wet, and once, like, sometimes if you put the gold flakes down while the acrylic is already wet, it won't move, because by the time the acrylic dries, now it's stuck with the acrylic. So that's why I did it like that. I didn't want to have to stop and go back, put the gold flake, stop and go back, put the gold flake. I just wanted to hurry up and get this over with because I still had her friend to do, and they still have to get ready for their wedding, which is today, the next day that I'm doing my voiceover. And so they still had a lot of stuff to do, so I was really trying to get them out there. They already had came like 30 minutes late. I feel like if she would have came 30 minutes early, we probably would have been done like earlier than expected, but we were not done. I wasn't done with both of their sets until like 8. I started on the friend set at the bride set, at 6:30ish. But like I said, it takes me 2 hours to do all my sets, so that's why I end up being 8, because from 4 on to 6, then 6 on to 8, and then yeah. But right here, a gold flake had got on to the edge of the nail, and I just didn't like that, so I had fixed it. I'm going in to encapsulate the nail. This brush that I'm using is a size 10. I was using a size 14 once before, but I stopped because I just felt like I wasn't on that level. Not that I wasn't on that level, I just like using smaller brushes and doing smaller beads. Like, I personally don't like doing big beads. I just feel like big beads you have to control a little bit more. And so, like, the number 10 brush. I also like the number 12 brush too, don't get me wrong. That's a good brush. But like I say, this number 10 brush is from Dynamic Nail Supply Store. So, yeah, what the fuck is wrong with me? But, so, their brushes are kind of bigger than the brushes that I usually get from another nail supply store. The other nail supply store I used to get, like, they're a little smaller than Dynamic brush. Like, when I compared that number 10 to that number 10, and I was just like, whoa, you can see a totally different, the difference in the hair in the brush, like the hairbrush. And you can also tell the difference in the way he clamped my brush. I like my brushes to be flat, and so flat, well, I just like them to be flat, like all the way flat. So yeah, you can just tell the difference. So I really like this brush though. I really like this brush. This is my go-to brush. But anyways, so yeah, y'all. Here I'm just encapsulating. I'm going in, putting acrylic where I feel that it's needed. And yeah, I'm putting it in where it's needed. I let it sit for a little minute because it was a little runny and I didn't want to like take all the product away. I kind of just wanted to make sure that it was enough around the cuticle area. So yeah, y'all. So I'm going to just let y'all watch, because in the next few minutes I'm just going to be jumping into doing the second hand. So I'm just gonna let y'all watch, and yeah, I'm just gonna let y'all watch. Period, y'all. We period slayed that shit. So I just wanted to talk to y'all real quick and let y'all know that y'all see how I'm cleaning out my Dapper Dish. I like to clean out my Dapper Dish before I get on the second hand. Not all sets that I have to, but mostly that set. Like, it just depends on how my Dapper Dish feels at the end. Like, if I feel like it's too sticky, where that if my brush touched the bottom of it, it can get have sticky stuff on it, which is acrylic. I try to just clean it out before I finish the next set, just because I feel like when you have clean monomer, it helps the next hand. You don't want to have like contaminated monomer and then you just keep using it and just keep using it and just keep using it, because especially that I'm doing a clear color, like especially because I'm doing marble, I just want everything to come out right. So I just like to clean out my dip and dash. I recommend everybody do that. Like don't be lazy. Like it just takes 5 little seconds to do it. Just clean it out, put some fresh monomer in it, and keep going. So y'all, that's it. I'm gonna just let y'all finish watching the video. I might tune back in at the end so y'all can see the finishes touches, because at the end, baby, you gonna see the actual picture, period. But yeah, y'all, thank you for subscribing to my channel. Like, comment, turn your notifications on, share, tell a friend. Anybody that's beginning, trying to start off, need motivation, tell them to tune into this channel, because baby, this is what this channel is for. I said I was done talking, but I just want to jump back in to say, do y'all see how I'm taking my time with that pinky and I'm just making sure that it's shaped right, that I got the shape right with the acrylic process, that I kept patting it and cleaning the sides, just making sure everything was okay with that nail. And why was I doing that? And I stopped. Y'all see I stopped and I just came back to that nail and I put a little bit more clear. I did that because I just feel like that it needed a little bit more clear, but I kept going back around the edges and making sure it was shaped right, because like I say, if you make sure it's shaped right and done right with the with the application process, then when you go back to the filing process, it's just you just going to go clean up the shape. You're not going in there and you're not trying to make a shape. You're not trying to, none of that. You already made the shape from when you first started and when you came back and did your application process. So that's why I'm just saying, just clean off those sides, ladies. Make sure those sides is cleaned off. Make sure you shape with your brush. If you need more verification what shape is with your brush is, or how can you do it, or whatever, I suggest you tune in to Nail Dad on Facebook. He do not have a YouTube, but his channel is free on Facebook. His name is Nail Dad. He do lives when he do nails, and he's very upfront, very blunt, and he's a bomb ass nail tech. So yeah, just tune into his shit, period. But yeah, y'all, I'm just gonna tune back out. I'm gonna let y'all finish watching the video this time. Again, like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications on, let your friends know. Tune in, period.